Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel and my Bessemer and Lake Erie and HO scale. Apologize that it's just always a mess. I'm very thick into the heavy construction mode right now, and well, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Making some more progress in the roundhouse. I keep piecing some roof pieces on here and there, and keep soldering some lights. And I mostly do this when I'm looking for something quiet to do. But I just need a few more lights in here, and then I just got to do the low bay in the front, and the lights will be done. So that project's come along pretty good. Then I think some of you probably saw my post the other day. I did do a 3D print for the front of my Bessemer D1As. I've got two of them. I'm sure you can't see that. You have to look back at my other post. But I think I might build a third. And the Bessemer did modify one of the D1As to have driven tender trucks, and they used it for pusher service out of Conneaut. And I would really like to figure out how to model that. Honestly, it looks like they took a tender off a 600 and modified it, but I'm not really quite sure how to make all the connecting rods work. I don't really think I'll make it drive, but it'd be neat if I could figure out at least how to make the rods spin around. So someday, that's a someday project. Anyway, here at Greenville, I've got track work in for what'll be a short little passing siding for the passenger station. So I'll be able to get a passenger train off on the siding sitting at the station and let other stuff go by, which I know isn't exactly how it is in real life in Greenville. I was actually just there today. But it'll work out pretty good on the layout and for how I want to operate. I was actually kind of surprised at some reactions and comments a while back when I was talking about my Bridge 38 install here. So I actually went back and sharpened my pencil, and this track I've got laying in here with some of my 3D printed tie sections, not painted yet, obviously. That's going to be the lead for the Shenango yard, and I actually will build the second bridge. I'll build the second bridge. Eventually, I'll just put something in there temporary for now, I'm sure. Right now, it's really just about trying to get the main line loops done, which is just a huge project. I mean, it might take me another year. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I do have this much done. I just had that laying on there for some weights while the track was gluing in place. But there's my little siding for my passenger trains. All right, let's take a quick walk around here. Did have motor car number 1 out and running the other day. Super fun. Keep thinking I might take it apart one of these days and redo it with sound. I think I've shown plenty of, I've got at least the first track here laid up through what will be CE, which I know, again, isn't exactly where CE is in real life. I'm kind of on the wrong end of Albion, but that's the way it works in model world. I have that roughly set in for the Albion feed mill, and somewhere in here, this will be the lead track for the Conneaut yard. So coming around to the end of the peninsula here, which was a lot of fun to build. The bench work underneath, I had a lot of fun doing this. The end of the wall I built into a hexagonal kind of end of the wall, with this thought in mind that this is what it would end up looking like eventually. But I do have bench work done coming around here. So this will be this little lower section. I left this for Subway Street in Cranesville, which is where the road kind of goes under the yard throat. So I'll have a double track overpass right here in the very front, and then there'll be another double track overpass in the back, which is the beginning of the yard, and I'll probably put a light tower shining that way down the yard, just like it really is in Cranesville. The only thing that'll be a little bit odd here is the track will be coming down around the front here for leading to the Girard Erie branch, and that track will actually cross Subway Street at grade right here in the front. So I'll kind of make that work from a scenery perspective. But then this length here will be Cranesville Yard, kind of based on some of my stuff I did in my South Carolina layout. Small yard, definitely nothing like the real one, but if you wanted to do the real one justice, I would have to spend my entire basement and it would still be compressed. That yard was just massive. And I do have some bench work started over here that'll start to be my run down to Conneaut. And the lower branch down here, thinking that, well, let's just walk through the lower branch, shall I? So the track will have come off around the corner where I showed you there. It'll start dropping down, and then duck under the bench work here, where you can see I kind of set back the, the framework a little bit, and then I left these holes in the wall for the helix to pass back and forth. So when you come off the bottom of the helix, you'll actually be on this side. And the boat's just sitting over there for now, so pay no mind to it. So the helix will come down, and this I think will be Platia. I'll probably do the Route 18 overpass somewhere in there. This will be my bridge over Elk Creek. Come around the corner here. This will be coming into Girard. And I just set my Mark's Toys in there for now. We'll come around this corner, and as we come around this side, I'll have the nickel plate coming in, like disappearing into the wall, and this will be Wallace Junction. So Wallace Junction, as I come down to this end, the nickel plate again will go straight, disappearing into the wall. The V&LE will curve off, and this will be Erie, and then into staging, just going down that wall, and that'll stub end. That's kind of where I am on bench work for now. Gotta finish a couple things here and then work on getting the turnaround pieces in the back, but that honestly, that's pretty easy where as carpentry goes. All right, let's just talk about one more thing while we're here today, and that's I want to do a couple reviews, or reviews probably a big word. Well, let's talk about some freight car kits. So I did a few kits over New Year's here because I really enjoy doing kits, simple kits. So this first 40-foot boxcar here is this Pittsburgh, West Virginia boxcar. This is a old Walthers kit. They came in the white boxes. And if you've never done one of these, what you can't imagine is the trucks are actually a kit. It's not like everything else where the trucks are assembled and you just put the wheels in them. The bolster actually slides into the side frames, and then you actually put in the springs. There's two on each side. You probably can't see it in the camera, but these are actually Sprung Trucks. So if I don't know if I can get it to move here enough that you can see it. Yeah, maybe not in this one. Right there, I think you can see the springs in the camera. But I put the intermountain wheels in there, and then I do these, what I call the Austin Allard method. My friend Austin Allard out in Missouri showed me this way of painting wheels and trucks, and I really like it. It's simple, it's fast, and I think it looks good. It's Rust-Oleum camouflage brown. You put the wheels in the truck, you just paint it all, and then you run the trucks over like a paper towel and acetone, and that takes the paint off the wheel tread. and then you just scrape the paint off the front of the wheel with a hobby knife, and I think it just looks phenomenal. I do gauge every single one of my wheels, and I find that they're almost never in gauge coming from the factory. So I get Intermountain 33-inch wheels is typically my standard go-to, and I find I adjust almost every single one. But the Walters kit here, not too bad to put together, probably an hour. Just, some short messing around. The next Pittsburgh and West Virginia car here, this came to me off eBay. It was already assembled. All I did was pop the wheels apart, did my usual paint job there, and put in the Intermountain metal wheels. I think this was probably my favorite one. This Northern Pacific Woodside boxcar. I'll probably eventually weather it pretty heavy as a almost out of life car. But I really like the trucks. I really like the wood frame. This is another one of those old Walters white box kits. And there you can see that truck moving on the springs a little bit. Really kind of neat. But they are a real pain in the butt to put together if you've never done that before. This New York Central Woodside boxcar is an Acurail kit, and I absolutely love these Acurail kits. I think they are so nice. The detail is so nice. The detail on the wood is so nice. They look great. They roll great. Of course, that's the Intermountain metal wheels in there. I just can't say enough good things about Acurail. I love Acurail. If you're an older modeler and you loved Athearn Blue Box, which I loved Athearn Blue Box, I think Acurail is the modern day version of Athearn Blue Box. Really, really great cars for the money. But I like having box cars of different manufacturers, different makes, different eras, because you get a little bit of variation in like the roof lines and whatever. And when you watch old videos of trains from the transition era, box cars varied a lot. So I like having different stuff in there to kind of mix it up. The only thing I don't like is on these Acurail kits, the doors do not open. They are molded that way, and that's the way they are. Where on these Walters kits, the doors do open, which I won't try to do here because I'm sure I'll make a mess of it. But the doors open, and it's pretty sweet, so you can do loads in there or hobos or whatever you want to do. And then the last thing I did is I did pick up 2 more of these Acurail 50-ton 2-bay Bessemer hoppers. Then I did the usual wheel work to them too. Painted the trucks, the Rust-Oleum camouflage, Intermountain metal wheels, KD couplers, and I'll show you what couplers I use here while I'm thinking about it. I can't think of what number they are, but it's basically the number 5 that just has the whisker centering springs on it without the little copper spring. But I really love these Bessemer 2-bay hoppers. I think they're just great. I think they look really good. I have a lot of these with the what I'll call the modern style Bessemer logo on it. I also have a bunch of just the US steel version. Somewhere on my YouTube channel, there's a video of me running a train with 75 of these. And really, really great cars. They're weighted nice. They roll nice. Really can't say enough good things about it. When I do put my wheels and trucks together, I do run a truck tuner through all the trucks, which is a nice little tool. If you're not familiar with it, just I would say go to Google or whatever and just look for truck tuner. Micromark sells them. Just kind of reams out the truck pockets so the axles spin real free. And the Intermountain metal wheels, I think, are just worth their weight in gold. They run so smooth, but you do have to make sure they're engaged. So this is a Woodland Scenics 2% riser set that you see these cars sitting on. I'm just going to let go of them right now. And if I just let go, you can see, they really want to roll nice and easy. So really do think a lot of getting all your wheels set just so. I think it's worth the time. All right. And last but not least, I just look over on the workbench here. This is my standard couplers. This is how I buy them. I usually buy them in the 25 pair packs. And you can kind of see in there they got the self-centering springs on them. I just think these are so much easier to work with than the number 5s with the extra little spring you got to put in there. That spring is just such a pain. And then right there is the truck tuner. It's just a modified center drill. If you're a machinist, you know what you're looking at here. Really, really nice tool. Works great. And then I got this little wheel puller off of Micromark, and I use this to, usually when I find wheels are out of gauge, they're almost always too close together. Can't think of the last time I found one that were too far apart. Put this guy on, and you can just pull the wheel out, 20 or 30 thousandths. Real easy. All right, so that's pretty much the update for today. I think what I got going in front of me here, I need to work on the transfer table some more. I want to keep going on bench work. I'm kind of on a bench work kick right now. I got the next section of isolated wiring blocks to work on, so I got to run some more bus wire over and work in another of the volt scooter circuit breakers. But past that, things are coming along pretty happy, generally speaking. And till next time, bye for now.